dedicated to shining a light on lesser known topics, organisations or even events. There are so many incredible people in our community doing wondrous things and providing a voice for those that may be marginalised or in need of extra care and attention. And the Girlfriend Hour is all about helping support and raise awareness of these initiatives. Today, we're going to be shining the light on an incredible woman who, after suffering a debilitating illness, found herself unemployed and on the brink of financial crisis. She set forth on a mission to create an income for herself, and from this, her incredible brand and business, Desiderate Jewellery, was born. There are so many different rare diseases out there, and by sharing more of these stories, we build awareness and hope. Can you please give a warm Girlfriend Hour welcome to Janine Leghissa to tell us her story? Gosh, what a woman, what a story.
Yes, well, we've all got a story, haven't we?
We do, but yours is really unique and you've gone through so much. Please tell us a little bit about your journey, Janine.
Well, Desiderate started when I became really unwell. So I was basically bald, okay, so all I was left with was a ring of hair on the top. Like, think the opposite to male pattern baldness, like not a good look, like really not a good look at all. I could barely see and I was really unwell. I was diagnosed with lupus, SLE, and a lot of people don't know what that is, but it's when your immune system is overactive and rather than target bacteria or diseases, it targets your own organs. And mine was actually at the brink trying to shut down every organ in my body. So they were terrible, they were bad. Yeah.
And you're going through breakdown at the same time of marriage?
No, I was single at that stage, a sole parent of 3. I lost my job, I lost my home, I couldn't work. I couldn't even get Centrelink because I'd earned too much the year before. So it was, oh man, it was a nightmare. And so I started selling my own jewellery. And lucky enough, back then, I had designer clothes, I had things, I sold my own belongings. And a good friend of mine had a house that he used as an office, and I'll tell you what, if his family hadn't have said, look, have this, I would have been on the streets.
And it's such a rare condition, Janine. Do you know many people globally that are suffering from this?
Well, I do, and I've made some really good friends through having the illness. It's not so rare, it's just that people are unaware of it. So there's about 5 million people in the world, but then I guess in the world, that's fairly rare. Most people don't understand what it is because there's many different types of lupus. So let's say most people say, oh, I know somebody, she's got lupus, she gets a rash. And you might get a rash if it's affecting your skin at that time, but it also might affect your brain. Or there was a situation when I spent 3 months in hospital and I was told I'd never walk again because it was affecting my spine.
Well, you did really well walking out today. You're amazing. And look how great you look now.
Thank you. But isn't that the other thing? It's an invisible illness. So I've got the hair and the makeup and I'm feeling fabulous. They did a great job. But I don't always look like this. But it's not visible. And so people don't see that there's an issue. But anyway, what it did do is it meant that I built my business because I'd sold my own jewellery and then I thought, well, I may as well make my own. I love sparkly, pretty things. So yeah, got onto designing jewellery, getting the stone sourced, getting it set. And now we've got a really successful business with a team of about 10 to 12. And yeah, it's fabulous. And I'm supporting people all over the world who are making the jewellery for me. And that's been really special through COVID too. And I've formed friendships with other people in business with lupus. How bizarre is that?
Oh, isn't that a wonderful connection and bond? That's just beautiful.
Thank you.
Now, take us back to when things weren't good, your health wasn't good, financially you're on the brink, you couldn't even get government support. It doesn't matter whether you're a mother or a father, you've got 3 mouths to feed, plus your own. What were some of the strategies and mindsets you used to get yourself through to the stage that you've got such a thriving business? Your jewellery is gorgeous.
Thank you.
You may not leave with all the rings on your hand, just saying, if they're my size. But take us through that journey, what you did.
Well, like I said, it was really, really terrible. I really had no option but to sell my own belongings. I couldn't do anything. I mean, I was having chemo because my body was closing down, and the only option was to try and close down my immune system. I get all worked up even thinking back to those days. It was terrible. But my strategy is always you just do your best and you keep on going. And you just do what you have to. And I think we all do that as humans, don't we? You know, you either give up or you just get on with it. And so there were days where I was in bed with a bucket and a laptop.
Oh,
you know,
gotta have the balance.
yeah.
Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
a bit like wine and chocolate, but you know, only different.
Yes.
Yeah.
And how can we support awareness around this condition, because it's not well known? So the torch is all about shining the light on exactly things like this. What can we all do?
Well, that is a great question. My company, Desiderate, actually donates a percentage of our profits, every month to Lupus Australia. Lupus Australia used to be called Lupus New South Wales. They've now combined as one entity, and I encourage everybody to donate. They put the money towards research, but they also education and also support. Without them, when I was first diagnosed, because I didn't know what it was, I had no idea what was going on. And the people at Lupus Australia really helped me so much. So we need to have more research and more awareness. With illnesses where there's more awareness, there's more research and more funding. So my daughter also has lupus, SLE. Yeah, and you feel guilty, you know, because it's like, oh, she got it from me. It's not catchy, but it's genetic. And it's not genetic as in everybody gets it. It's a bit like cancer in that way, you know, it sort of runs in families. And so I worry that my grandchildren will have it. And so donate to Lupus New South Wales or Lupus Australia.
And Janine, I think that's lovely. And it's something that the more we know about it, which is why we have this segment, the more people can be involved and be more aware. And it is the Girlfriend Hour. So tell us what your girlfriends have meant to you through those difficult times as we wrap up.
Oh, look, the friends, not only particularly in the beginning, the whole time through, I've relied on friends for everything, from helping me when I was homeless, with buying my secondhand stuff that they probably didn't need but knew that I needed the money, with dropping meals around to me at different times, looking after my family when I'm in and out of hospital. Without my friends, without my girlfriends, I just wouldn't have got through. Yeah,
it's so important, isn't it? Janine, thank you so much for being on our show today.
Thank you.
Give her a warm applause. You're amazing.
Are you loving the Girlfriend Hour so far? We hope you've been inspired by the wonderful women you've seen sharing their stories. Do you have an inspiring story of your own to share? We're looking for magic just like yours. Be featured in Feminescence magazine and start your own exciting media journey. Join many other fabulous women who've been profiled in Feminescence magazine. Unlock access to an international audience, propel your career and expand your network. Make today the day you back yourself. What are you waiting for? Visit feminescence.com.au to find out more.